Get what I sent and I'll send it to them too.
Good afternoon to everybody. This is a meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission. This is July the 28th, 2022, and I'm calling this meeting to order. Can we have roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Erasmo Villarreal.
Present.
Jorge Dominguez.
Present.
Mike Baron. Abraham Lugo. Johnny Narvaez. Present. Yu Xian Huang. Larry Dovalina. Here. Daniela Salapaz.
Here.
Ana Villarreal. For the record, Mr. Chairman, you do have quorum.
Thank you very much. The next item is to have Pledge of Allegiance. Can everybody stand up, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. We have the consideration of the minutes of the meeting of July the 7th and July 21.
Mr. Chairman, if,
Yes.
would it be appropriate to make a motion to excuse the members that were absent today?
Did anybody call in?
Yes, sir. We,
Shen did call.
Mr. Lugo, Ms. Huang, and Ms. Villarreal called in and request
Okay.
that they get excused.
Make a motion to excuse the members of the
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. All right. The next item is the approval of the minutes of July the 7th.
I move to approve.
Second?
Mr. Ovalina, I will make the motion. And Mr. Dominguez made the second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Anybody signed up for citizens' comments?
No, sir.
Thank you. Next item is preliminary consideration of the following preliminary plats and preliminary replats. First item 6A, preliminary consideration of the plat of Vista Dorada, Phase 3. The intent is commercial. All right.
Good afternoon. I'm Manuel Gomez, the project engineer for this project, and we concur with the comments.
No está prendido el micro.
Something's not working.
There you go.
¿Cuál es?
They wanna,
Sorry.
they're gonna do the
Do you want me
presentation.
Let's do the presentation first, yeah.
They live for that.
Ya sí quería ir. No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Applicant is Jorge Gutierrez, engineer Daniel Gomez. Proposed use is commercial. The zoning for this one lot development is B3. Location view, aerial view, street view, the proposed plat, comments from planning, and the proposed motion.
Okay.
No.
I'm Daniel Gomez, the project engineer, and we concur with the comments.
Okay. Any questions for the engineer?
I move to approve subject to the comments.
A motion from Commissioner Lovalina and a second from Commissioner Salapaz. Daniela. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion carries. Thank you. The next item. Preliminary consideration of the Victor Garza plat. The intent is commercial.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, applicant is Victor Hugo Garza, engineers Ricardo Ramos. Proposed use is commercial, and the zoning for this one lot development is R1. Location view, aerial view, street view, the proposed plat, comments from planning, and traffic safety, and the proposed motion.
Is the engineer here?
Who's the engineer?
Who's the engineer?
Ricardo Ramos?
Can we hold it till he shows up, or?
Let's table this item until the end. I mean, I did tell all the engineers that it was prudent for them to be here whenever they had a plat, and if they are not here, we'll give him an opportunity. So we can have a motion to table this till the very end.
Motion to table.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to the next item, preliminary consideration of the plat of Lot 1, Block 1, La Lombraña subdivision. The intent is commercial?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, applicant is Daniel Lombraña. Engineer is Topside Civil Group, proposed use is commercial. And the zoning is B1. Location view, aerial view, street view, the proposed plat, comments from planning, traffic safety, and the proposed motion.
¿Dónde queda eso?
Yeah, where is this? Shiloh and what?
Snowfalls?
Shiloh and Snowfalls?
Yeah.
Is it just the same one or just
It's-
across the
it's on
street?
Across the street.
It's east and west on the.
Okay, you're on the,
On the east side of Snowfall, southeast.
okay, you're right next to the sewer plant. No, on the opposite side.
On the
Yeah,
opposite side.
yeah.
¿Y se
Okay.
llama Lombraña? ¿Así se llama?
Daniel Lombraña.
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 Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Es que dice Lombraña Subdivision.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the name of
Yeah,
the,
that's-
Of the subdivision.
of the subdivision.
Yeah.
Ricardo Villarreal with Topside Civil Group. I would like to negotiate with couple of comments with planning. Comment number 4, number 5. That we are gonna speak with the traffic department. This plat actually already got submitted to One Stop Shop this past Tuesday. I know we need to wait, but because it was postponed this meeting, in this case, it came the other way around. But we do have, when you have a major arterial and a local street, the distance from the intersection to put a driveway is 100 feet minimum. We're right at 108, but what we'd like to do is get with the neighbor to have a shared access on our common east boundary line, if not a little bit further. So this note would actually hinder us from having a shared access. And that's basically what I would like, for us to consider, to go to One Stop Shop, speak with traffic, if traffic agrees, allow us at least to put that on the plat. Now, the shared access would still require a note on the plat, for shared access wherever it may be. I will say this, it has to be pushed, the current, at least picture that I'm looking at on
El aerial?
the screen. If you can show the picture.
Line 5.
I'm sorry?
No, the aerial one? No, there was another one.
Okay.
I
Yeah, so, there's 2 poles there, so we have to push it as furthest east as possible.
Yeah.
Now, that puts us at that 110 range, which goes beyond the parameters of the ordinance that is cited in comment 4. Comment 4 is actually good. Limitations regarding access should be placed on the plat, whichever way we go, whether we put one on Shiloh or not. But the number 5, placing a note prohibiting access from Shiloh, it kind of limits us from actually creating a deal with the neighbor.
Negotiating.
Where is this land in proximity to the former cemetery that was there?
So we did, it's just west of it. We did have a report by off the top of my head, I don't know the exact name. I did submit it, I believe I submitted it with the preliminary. The representative from the client is here, that he's the one that negotiated that agreement. We did have a report that actually provided ground sonar in the area to make sure that there aren't any tombs within our boundary. I believe the nearest tomb was more than 20 feet from our boundary. So we do have a report that we can submit. It's gonna be submitted to One Stop Shop as well, to the proper departments, just so that city can have a record of it and that we're away from that cemetery.
Well, let me ask you this, on your development, because that's right at the cul-de-sac, more or less, that's up there, where that cemetery is. Is your building, I take it that whatever commercial site's gonna be developed there, the building obviously will be set back as far as possible, and your parking will be in the front because of the shared access, is that correct?
Correct. More than likely, yes,
So
that'll.
that'll respect the 20 feet that cemetery has there, and
It-
I know it is registered, because when we dealt with that, I dealt with that issue when on Shiloh, and you were there too, so we're
I've looked
familiar
at
with
this.
the ghosts.
I've looked at this property, so many people have come and looked at it. I've known that there's been a cemetery there, that's hence why they did the report.
Yeah.
So, And the report, it was taken to the historical commission, as well.
Okay, so if we can.
Let me
just,
ask you, what you're asking for right now for this commission to do is is it delete, number 5?
Yes, delete number 5, but so that everybody can get a warm and fuzzy feeling, number 4 has us putting limitations for access on the plat. So whether traffic says no access, then we would have to put a limitation as far as no access off of Shiloh. If they allow for a shared access, we still would put a note delineating where the shared access is. And we actually have to put an easement on there for that shared access. So either way, it's just that note 5 won't allow us to do that if it gets approved like this. So yes, we would like to eliminate note 5.
Okay, so note 5 is,
If planning is okay with that.
yeah.
We're okay with note 5. I'd like to keep 4, but 5, that's fine.
Well, 4 is gonna stay.
Yeah, 4 was.
4 is gonna stay, I mean, he needs that.
Right.
To negotiate, I mean, I can see what you're talking about, it's common sense, really.
Because it says
It's common
limitations
sense.
regarding the access. If they have that, the comment
And you
number
don't
5.
really want
Irrelevant.
any access on, I mean, if you try to put access coming off of the, Snow Falls, that subdivision there and the other subdivision behind that, most of it is coming out, at least more than 50% of that
ideally-
traffic's coming out through there.
I did bring a map, I didn't wanna, so this
Andale.
intersection is where Shiloh actually widens.
Yes.
So it's wider on our side, on the east side of Snow Falls, so it kinda acts like a auxiliary lane to go in if and when we do put an access. So it doesn't impede the free flow of traffic along Shiloh.
Okay.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, real quick, do you have an idea, Rick, what is gonna be built there?
I do not, I know one of the representatives from the owner is here, I don't know if he wants to come and speak,
Lenny?
other than knowing the commercial, but I think he knows more about specifics.
Danny Tina for the record. The proposed use at this time is looking a combination of a laundromat and a tailor shop. So
The reason I
basically
ask-
serve
Go ahead.
the adjoining residents.
And the reason I ask is because it might not be so bad getting access from Snowfall.
I agree. I mean, the way the intersection's set up, like Rick said,
Yeah.
it's not a bad issue. And then you've got the additional street that was built east of that.
Right.
That also provides parallel relief that way, so
Okay.
it's not that big a deal. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions for the engineer?
Move to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
Subject to.
Deleting, subject,
Subject to deleting.
Comment
number
5. Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Lovalina and a second
Otra vez se me
by
olvidó.
Daniela. All those in favor, signify by
Aye.
saying aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion carries. The next item is preliminary consideration of the following plats and final replats. The final consideration of the plat of Milo subdivision phase 2, the intent is industrial.
Yes, the applicant is Rickmo Holdings, engineer, Topside Civil Group. Proposed use, industrial. The zoning for this one lot development is M1. The location view. The aerial view. Street view. The proposed plat. The proposed motion.
No trae nada.
No sé, está.
No trae ningún cambio ni nada.
These are all
It's
finals?
a final, it's a final approval.
Ah,
That's correct.
okay.
So we're gonna have, tell you what, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Son un chorro.
7, 8. Tell you what, why don't we, take all of item B as a whole? Can we have a motion to take them all as a whole? The motion, and we have a second from
Daniela.
Dominguez.
Yes.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Por eso, Daniela.
Sí, sí,
Domínguez.
Domínguez, por favor.
Right.
Te dijo,
Yo dije, ¿qué?
Okay, now can we have a motion for approval of item 7A, 7B, 7C, D, E, F, G, and H.
Motion.
Motion from Commissioner Dominguez and a second from
No, le voy a
Daniela.
dar chance a mi amigo.
Johnny Narvaez. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion carries. The next item is reconsideration of the following final plats and final replats. Again, we have the final reconsideration of the plat of 2 acres. Well, this is a final also, right?
Yes.
It's just in compliance. Okay, 8 and 9 are just compliance, administrative action is all we need. So can we have a motion to take item 8 and
So
item
moved.
9 together?
Novalina.
Novalina makes a motion. Daniela
Daniela
seconds
seconds.
that motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. The next item is, can we have, a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Johnny Narvaez is making a motion to approve item 8 and 9, and the second is by Commissioner Dominguez. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those against, motion carries. All right, is, Mr. Ramos, the engineer, here? I don't see him. In that case, I guess the item stays
He just,
tabled.
We were just told that he had sent an email in saying that he approved the comments. But he couldn't make it, I think that's what I'm
Do
being
you
told
have
by
an
staff.
email that he?
You
All
have
right,
an email?
then let's go ahead and have the presentation on that one and see what those comments are and stuff.
¿Cuál era ese el segundo?
¿Qué item es?
This is item B, number
6B.
6B.
Where is it? Victor Garza plan?
Yes,
Right across,
applicant,
it's on Shiloh and, Snow Falls.
Otra vez.
Otra vez.
It's on the opposite side this
Ahí.
time, right next
Ahí
to the sewer
con el
plant.
vecino,
Right next to the
con
sewer
el que
plant.
vamos a lidiar o no.
Okay,
applicant is Victor Hugo Garza. Engineer is Ricardo Ramos. Proposed use is commercial. The zoning for this one lot development is R1. Location view, aerial view, street view, the proposed plat, comments from planning, traffic safety, and the proposed motion.
Is this where the creek is? There isn't a creek there?
right at the corner of the sewer plant.
Yeah, it's right,
Yeah, but isn't there a creek there
Mahaya.
somewhere?
the creek.
No, ahí no hay nada,
Ahí
that's
no.
high ground, that's high
Eso no se
ground
puede
there.
hacer zoom porque no se ve bien.
That's high ground
It's
right
a
in that corner.
screenshot of an aerial view.
Hey, I'm very familiar with that area, very familiar.
I know,
Yeah, ahí no hay nada, and, it's high ground. It's not a
There's that channel on the right side, that concrete, there's that channel
No,
there.
that's just a drainage, that's a
Yo
small
tengo una
drainage easement.
pregunta, ¿es del lado del que estábamos viendo con Rick?
It's right across the street,
Ah, it's right across the street.
on the west side, right next to the sewer plant, right there in the corner.
Ah, ok. No es el vecino que vamos a
All right,
negociar para
let me
que...
tell you one thing, I do want you to instruct this engineer, and I want every engineer to listen to this. If you're not here for your item, we probably will table the item. A lot of times, questions come up from the commission here, and if you're not gonna be here to answer the commission, then we're not gonna go ahead and, move forward
This
with
is
that.
gonna be commercial, you said?
There, right now it's R1, but yes, they'll come back with a zone change to a B1.
I hope nothing ever happens to the wall of the sewer plant, because the minute the wall goes down, you smell everything. I went through it with the residents on the other side.
Oh, yeah, that can be, they put a cover on it. Okay. All right, I need a motion for approval.
Anyway,
Motion.
Daniela makes a motion for approval in the second by Commissioner Dominguez. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. This meeting is adjourned unless anybody else has anything that they wish to address with the commission.
Move to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, and then a second.
second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you all very much.
You meet with them tomorrow.